The Eagles have been turning heads this season in ways few could have predicted, especially on the defensive side of the ball. One player, in particular, has stepped up and completely exceeded expectations, making the defense not just formidable, but downright intimidating. And while he's getting a lot of the spotlight, he's far from the only one making big plays for this team. On the other side of the ball, the uncertainty surrounding Lane Johnson's availability continues to hang over the offense. His recent injury has left fans wondering how long the future Hall of Fame tackle will be sidelined. But for now, the Eagles seem to have a backup plan in place that gives plenty of confidence. Meanwhile, both Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni have been handling the media noise with poise, and there's even some unexpected chatter about Kevin Patullo's potential coaching trajectory. There's a lot to unpack, so let's dive into everything that's been happening with Philadelphia. Starting with the drama around the offense, the buzz has been heavy regarding some reports about Jalen Hurts, but the coaching staff has made it clear they aren't getting caught up in the outside noise. Sirianni's approach has been steady and focused. He knows that as long as there isn't a named source, much of what's circulating shouldn't be given too much weight. He's emphasized the importance of concentrating on preparation and performance rather than distractions, and that mindset seems to be resonating through the team. Ultimately, the Eagles know the best way to deal with media scrutiny and rumors is to keep treating it like any other distraction. The team has a history of thriving when it tunes out outside chatter, and this situation appears no different. On the field, the Eagles' offense is gearing up for a critical matchup that represents one of the season's best opportunities to get back on track. Facing the Cowboys, whose defense has struggled throughout the year, presents a chance to regain momentum. Statistically, the Cowboys have been among the least effective units in the league, ranking near the bottom in points allowed per game, points allowed per drive, third down stops, and red zone defense. Their run defense and pass defense have also left much to be desired. Even though they had a strong showing against the Raiders recently, the reality is that the Raiders are far from a formidable offense. For the Eagles, this game is an opportunity to exploit a vulnerable opponent, and if they can't get it done here, it could raise serious questions about their offensive cohesion. Complicating matters is Lane Johnson's injury. The star tackle suffered a Liz Frank sprain in the previous game, and initial reports suggested a 4 to 6 week absence. However, there's still some uncertainty as the inflammation in his foot has to subside before an X-ray can confirm whether surgery might be necessary. This means it could be a week or more before the Eagles have a definitive timeline for his return. Best case scenario, Johnson is out for just the projected period and returns for the playoffs. But there's always the risk that surgery could extend his absence. Losing a player of his caliber is undeniably significant. Even in the game when he got hurt, he demonstrated his superstar level by completely neutralizing a top pass rusher for multiple seconds, showing just how pivotal he is to the offensive line. Luckily, the Eagles have a capable replacement in Fred Johnson. While he may not have the same profile as Lane, Johnson has shown he can step in and perform at a high level. Over the past seasons, whenever he has been called upon, whether as a starter or an extra lineman, he's risen to the occasion. His track record demonstrates reliability, and in games where he has taken on significant snaps, the Eagles have consistently found success. This past year alone, in games where Johnson played over half of the offensive snaps, the team posted an impressive record. He brings stability and experience, and the coaching staff has made it clear they have faith in his ability to fill the void left by Lane. Additionally, the Eagles activated rookie tackle Miles Hinton for practice, creating more depth in response to Lane's absence. Credit also goes to management for bringing Fred back before the season started, knowing that his presence could prove crucial in scenarios like this. Defensively, the Eagles have been even more impressive than expected. A rookie, Moro Ojomo, who is largely unknown outside of Philadelphia, has emerged as a key player. Many experts doubted whether the Eagles could adequately replace last season's defensive tackle, Milton Williams, but Ojomo has not only filled that role, he's arguably exceeded it. His motor, consistency, and ability to make game-changing plays have turned him into one of the standout pass rushers in the league. Even in practice, his relentless work ethic is evident, and it translates to dominant performance on game day. Through 10 games, he has already racked up a number of pressures and sacks that put him near the top of the league, signaling that the Eagles may have discovered a gem for years to come. But Ojomo isn't the only one elevating the defense. Jordan Davis has also broken out, solidifying himself as a force to be reckoned with. Recently earning NFC Defensive Player of the Week honors after a dominant performance, he's been a crucial part of Philadelphia's defensive success. Alongside other standout players like Jalen Carter, the Eagles' defensive front has developed a reputation for disrupting opposing offenses and making critical plays that swing games. The combination of veteran leadership and young talent has created a defense that not only performs at a high level, but continues to improve as the season progresses. While the defense has flourished, the offense continues to benefit from strong coaching. Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator, has been instrumental in keeping the unit effective. There's even discussion of his potential as a head coach in the near future, which highlights the impact he's had in just a short period of time. His system has kept the Eagles' offense ranking well, and the success on that side of the ball has been a key factor in their strong record this season. For fans, it's a reassuring sign that even amid injuries and outside distractions, the coaching staff and players are capable of maintaining performance and adapting to challenges. In practice, most of the team has returned healthy, aside from Lane Johnson and center Cam Jurgens, who continues to battle injuries. Cam's struggles throughout the season have been evident in certain plays, but he's receiving attention and care to ensure he can contribute when necessary. Backup Brett Toth has stepped in effectively, demonstrating that depth on the roster allows the Eagles to navigate these challenges without losing too much momentum. The combination of key veterans, emerging stars, and prepared backups creates a roster capable of handling adversity while keeping competitive intensity high. Turning to Jalen Hurts, the quarterback has handled the media scrutiny with a mix of calm professionalism and accountability. He acknowledges that being in his position inherently comes with attention, both good and bad, and he's chosen to focus on what he can control. Day-to-day work, preparation, and leadership remain his priorities. He's taken responsibility for both the successes and struggles of the offense, demonstrating a mindset that keeps the team grounded. Hurts' philosophy is simple but effective. He emphasizes internal focus, holding himself accountable first before addressing external factors. When teammates or coaches express frustration, he responds by doubling down on his work ethic rather than reacting defensively. This kind of leadership creates a stable environment where the team can concentrate on execution, play development, and game planning without getting sidetracked. It also sets an example for the younger players, showing that the highest-level performers maintain composure and stay engaged even in challenging circumstances. The confidence he projects is mirrored by the players around him, contributing to a locker room that believes in itself and the coaching staff. Looking ahead to the upcoming matchups, the offense has a real chance to demonstrate its full potential. With the Cowboys' defense vulnerable in several areas, the Eagles can capitalize on mismatches, particularly in the passing game. Hurts' dual-threat ability opens up creative play calls and options, forcing the opposition to defend multiple threats at once. Combined with the emerging talent on the offensive line and skilled position players, the offense has the opportunity to put together a dominant performance that could define the momentum for the rest of the season. For the Eagles, seizing these moments is essential. They're not just games on the schedule. They are opportunities to solidify team identity and prove the coaching strategy works against both pressure and expectation. Defensively, the Eagles' unit continues to shine, anchored by the contributions of players like Moro Ojomo and Jordan Davis. Ojomo's rapid rise from relative anonymity to elite pass rusher has provided the team with a disruptive force that opponents struggle to contain. His combination of power, technique, and relentless motor allows the defense to apply consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks, creating turnovers and game-changing plays. Meanwhile, Davis's breakout performance adds yet another layer to the defense, giving the Eagles multiple threats along the line and forcing offenses to account for every angle. This depth and versatility are critical in sustaining defensive dominance over a long season. The young stars are complemented by experienced leaders who have embraced the challenge of mentoring the newer players. This balance of youth and veteran presence creates a culture of accountability and high performance. Every practice and game situation becomes a chance to reinforce skills, test strategy, and prepare for high-pressure moments. The Eagles' ability to develop talent internally while maximizing the potential of seasoned veterans is a hallmark of a team built not just for regular season success, but for sustained competitiveness in the playoffs. It's this combination of preparation, depth, and talent that has allowed the Eagles to perform above expectations week after week. Offensively, Kevin Patullo's system has been integral in maintaining consistency despite personnel changes. His schemes leverage the strengths of key players while allowing flexibility for adjustments, particularly important when injuries force unexpected lineup changes. The communication between Hurts and Patullo is evident on the field. Plays are executed with timing, precision, and adaptability. The coaching staff's ability to manage these transitions while maintaining high performance levels has been a major factor in the team's current record. It also speaks to the broader philosophy within the organization: preparation, adaptability, and trust in both the players and the coaching staff. The Eagles' roster management has been equally impressive. When injuries occur, backups like Fred Johnson and Brett Toth step in seamlessly, maintaining the level of play needed to keep the team competitive. Rookie additions, such as Miles Hinton, are strategically integrated to create depth and ensure readiness for both practice and game scenarios. This approach allows the Eagles to absorb injuries without a significant drop in performance, which is critical during the long NFL season. It also provides the team with flexibility to explore new packages, rotations, and situational strategies that keep opponents guessing and the team dynamic. Special attention also goes to the culture that has been nurtured within the organization. Players and coaches consistently emphasize accountability, preparation, and resilience, creating an environment where talent can thrive. From veterans mentoring rookies to coordinators making calculated adjustments, the Eagles' structure ensures that every game, every snap, and every play is an opportunity to reinforce a winning culture. It is this commitment to excellence that allows young stars to emerge and veterans to continue performing at a high level, all while managing the inevitable challenges of a competitive season. Looking at the bigger picture, the combination of offensive innovation, defensive dominance, and strategic roster management positions the Eagles not only to succeed in the current season, but to build a sustainable model for future success. Players like Jalen Hurts, Moro Ojomo, Jordan Davis, and Fred Johnson are all proving that development and performance can coexist at the highest level. Meanwhile, coaching continuity and strategic insight from figures like Sirianni and Patullo reinforce the foundation of the team, ensuring that the Eagles are prepared to face adversity, adjust to challenges, and seize opportunities when they arise. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are sweeping through the NFC like a sudden gust off the Delaware River, and Philadelphia is buzzing louder than ever. According to insiders close to the situation, the Eagles' front office may be circling around a name no one expected to see connected to Midnight Green: Dak Prescott. Yes, that Dak Prescott. The longtime face of a rival franchise, the quarterback who has spent years hearing boos cascade from the stands at Lincoln Financial Field, is suddenly being spoken about as a potential arrival, and the city can't decide whether to gasp or celebrate. The rumor began as a quiet murmur, the sort of offhand comment that usually fizzles out by the time it reaches the next room. But instead of fading, this one caught fire. Some claim the Eagles have been monitoring Prescott's situation for months, eyeing an opportunity that once seemed unthinkable. Others insist the talks are already deeper than anyone wants to admit publicly. Philly's front office, of course, keeps its lips sealed, but that hasn't stopped fans from flooding social media with theories, excitement, disbelief, and a bit of chaos. The perfect cocktail for any major move in this football-mad city. What makes the rumor even more electrifying is the reaction from the players themselves. A few Eagles veterans were reportedly spotted exchanging knowing smiles, while a team staffer was overheard referring to a star coming in. And if the celebration-like mood around the facility is any indication, something big may indeed be brewing behind closed doors. Prescott's potential impact is undeniable. Say what you want about rivalries, colors, or loyalties. Talent is talent, and the Eagles are not shy about making bold moves when a championship window is open. Bringing in a quarterback with Prescott's experience and command would send shockwaves across the league and perhaps reshape the identity of the NFC East. For now, these remain whispers drifting through Philadelphia streets. But one thing is certain. The city is watching, waiting, and wondering if the impossible is about to become real. If Dak Prescott truly becomes the newest star in Philly, the celebration will be heard far beyond the Rocky Steps. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.